Hi guys, this is Tony from Suspense and Action. I am going over the 5 books that I couldn't finish, and I want to share my misery with all of you.
Where am I?
The pit of despair. Don't even think.
Don't even think about trying to escape.
The first on the list is Saturn by Ben Bova, the biggest science fiction adventure letdown of the century. The summary basically is that people of Earth want to colonize on Saturn's most prosperous moon, Titan, but the book spends so much time on politics and relationship drama, the characters don't even make it to Titan until the very end. The pacing is so bad, I skipped to the final chapter and I called the ending. It was such a disappointment because the cover art is so good. It's to the point that it's misleading. There is hardly any space exploration. The characters are super shallow, boring, one-dimensional, and annoying. I was hoping for more thrills, like something in Interstellar, but what I got was deep impact. Hey, I don't care if you come at me in the comments section. The best part of that movie is in the last 20 minutes, and Saturn by Ben Bova was even worse. The second book on my list is Standard of Honor by Jack White. In one word, I can summarize this book as boring. Incredibly boring. There was like one exciting moment in the whole thing, I think, because I couldn't finish it. It's at the very beginning when the Templar Knights are ambushed by the Saracens. One of the surviving Templars buries a fallen Muslim warrior, and he's suddenly saved by the dead man's comrades before succumbing to the desert. Then the story comes to a screeching halt. The next friggin' 20 chapters are about European politics. Hearing this might make you all think that I hate having politics in my book, which couldn't be further from the truth. I love a good balance of history, politics, science fiction, and adventure sprinkled in my reads, but there needs to be a balanced diet to it all. I thought I was reading Kingdom of Heaven, not watching another exciting live coverage of C-SPAN.
And if you don't like my politics, don't buy my book. Problem solved.
Replace these pages with life lessons, and then you will have a book that is worth its weight in gold.
The Spy by Clive Cussler and Justin Scott. It comes with a heavy heart to admit this, but I tried to get through The Spy twice, and to this day, I haven't been able to finish it.
First time, hated it. Second time, hated it. I realized something. It's not good.
I love the Isaac Bell series. I love the historical fiction detective genre. I thought The Bootlegger was really good. It was the best installment of the series. Just don't read The Spy. I didn't think it was even possible to have too many twists and turns in a book, but there are several in this one, and I got to the point it was distracting. The plot kept going back and forth to a spy thriller, and then it was a crime drama about an Irish gangster, then it was a war movie with naval ship capabilities. It just felt like it wasn't laser focused in the plot, which was really disappointing because most of the time Clive Cussler and Justin Scott are very focused in their plots and the other Isaac Bell books, which I do still recommend. It's just, The Spy. Okay, so this is going to be a controversial one, is number 4, Star Wars, Dark Forces Rising by Timothy Zahn. So I know I'm going to get a lot of hate for this, for what I'm about to say, but I'm just not a fan of Timothy Zahn's original Thrawn trilogy. I did read Heir to the Empire, and I was definitely intrigued, but at times it felt like it was a chore to get through. Dark Forces Rising was so boring and so slow. I don't think I even finished 2 chapters before I just quit. One day I might revisit the Thrawn trilogy. Hopefully it will be a better experience. Tell me what you guys think of the Thrawn trilogy. Maybe I'm overreacting. And the last one is Star Wars XWing, The Back to War by Michael A. Stackpole. Now, I know from this review, it all sounds like I don't like science fiction books or I don't like the Star Wars EU, but I'm a huge fan of the X-Wing books. I was impressed after reading Rogue Squadron and Wedge's Gambit. It was like Top Gun in space. What's not to love? I like the characters, the story, there was intense dogfights. I just didn't like Back to War, man. The book was not an X-Wing story. It was a slow political spy thriller, and I felt cheated. It was super cheesy. It was boring. I don't care about interspecies dating and reading about Imperial spies hooking up with Rhodian streetwalkers. That's gross. Those aliens are nasty. I'm sorry, but I don't want to picture a love scene between two characters like that. That's just, no, thank you. And the main character spends most of the book trapped on an Imperial prison away from the other characters. And I'm just waiting for one of them to realize that he's been captured.
So, how's the escape plan coming?
And it was just a slog, man. I just had to stop and read something else. But those are the books that I couldn't finish. Let me know in the comments below what you thought about my selection. Tell me what other books that you couldn't finish. If you like the content, please consider subscribing and liking the video. Share it with your friends. And I will see you all guys on the next review. Have a good one.